on. Let's get some microphones on here so everybody can hear us. Are we all good? Okay, you guys don't have to wear headphones. I'm gonna wear mine so I can hear what's going on. All right, we're on Facebook Live right over here. Everybody say hi. Hi. Hi.
Hey.
Okay. We got a buddy Mike Palmer from Premier Pet Supply here. We got Christina Rinaldi from Detroit Dog Rescue here. Where's our puppy dog?
Oscar is right over here.
Hi, Oscar.
This is Bridget. She's my champion adoption coordinator.
Hi, Bridget.
Hi. You can hold him up.
Oscar's such a cool
Come on,
little dude.
Oscar.
He is a love bug. Right when I walked out of the studio and he was in the hallway, I went up and let him smell my hand, and then he rolled over on his back and was like, pet my tummy, pet my tummy.
Look at that face.
He is like the coolest. We rescued him just a few days ago, actually. He had about 5 pounds of fur and matting on him, and usually we let him decompress. We don't take him anywhere. All Oscar wants to do is be in our office.
So where was he?
He was on the streets of Detroit. Got a tip from a hero. We went out, and he was there. He wants to talk on the radio.
Come on. Come on in.
Come on, bud.
Mic him up.
Can you say
So-
Def Leppard next?
Yeah, he's up for adoption. Shih Tzu mix. He's only about 10 pounds, and he's ready to go.
What's the website again for you guys?
DetroitDogRescue.com. Super easy.
I got to ask a question, though, because you remember, like, the stories here, and we used to talk about this all the time. It used to be like, you'd always hear the stories, there's 300,000 loose dogs in the city of Detroit. There'd be these crazy numbers, and you're like, well, if that's true, then my car's going to just, get overwhelmed with dogs.
Right.
Is there any way to gauge what the real numbers are?
Everybody asks me that. So back in the day, there was a number of 50,000 dogs. And
There it
everyone's
is.
like, well, I don't
Okay.
see dogs at
What?
the Tiger Stadium. I know. But when you go into the neighborhoods, you go to the east side, you do see dogs everywhere. And I never quantify it. I don't put a number on it. All I say is my phones never stop. I never have a day off. There's enough out there that we need help. If you want to volunteer, adopt, donate, DetroitDogRescue.com. There are so many dogs in the
I
city
will
of
say
Detroit.
whatever that number was, because of Christina and Detroit Dog Rescue, it's been drastically reduced, but it's still an issue.
It's still he hit it.
Yeah, but what you guys are doing this weekend, I know, Aaron, you're going to be there. When you're doing this customer appreciation weekend, though, you're still raising awareness for people
Right.
to come on out. And you got how many locations now?
6.
Okay. And then, Aaron, you're going to be out.
I'm going to be at the Beverly Hills location on Sunday from 2 to 4 for the parking lot party.
Oh, it's going to be a blast.
I'm excited.
It
They're going to have
always
a
is.
petting zoo, photo booth, face painting, balloon artist, temporary tattoos. There's going to be a magician, food and drinks, raffle drawings. And then the sale starts tomorrow, though. It's 20% off of everything at all 6 locations.
That's right. No limits, no exclusions. So, come on in. And even if for any reason throughout the weekend we run out of anything, we're doing rain checks for people. So no one will be denied and no order will be too big.
And, of course, adoption's obviously a part of it, too. I think so many people. Do you think it's easier now to raise a cat or a dog because we have places like you where I can come? You and I, which we'll get to in a moment, but because I jumped him as soon as he came down the hallway with a pet question. It's like he wasn't even here like 2 minutes. But do you think it's easier now because we have access to better food and better health care for pets than we've ever had?
Yeah, I think that we are all, as consumers, we're all more educated. And I'd like to think that Premier Pet Supply does their part in keeping education at the forefront of what we do and keeping our customers informed and allowing them access through the efforts of finding great innovative products to make pet care and the overall health and wellness of animals much better than what it was in years past, for sure.
Yeah. I was telling you, my cat Bear is shedding so much right now. It looks like Don King lives in my house. Aaron told me.
And
So
what did I tell you when Mike comes in? I said talk to him about it, because that's one of the things that I love about Premier is everybody can answer pet questions about different things that are happening with your fur babies. And like with his shedding situation, he said Bear's never had this problem before. And I'm like, Michael, have an answer.
Yeah. But you're kind of like at the point now, though, if you go to a party, like if say you're someone that you make cheese for a living, people expect you to bring cheese to a party. If you show up to a party, Mike, I'm going to ask you a pet question. You just can't avoid it.
Well, I appreciate that.
Right.
And then I have great friends like Christina that always bring the animals to the party.
Right. Yeah. So that's what Christina's
Party
like.
animal
Where's
over
the
here."
dog? Are you like literally people going like, okay,
the
cool,
time.
good to see you. Where's the dog?
All the time. I don't even matter. It's just like, where's the dog? And I'm like, but I'm totally cool with that. I actually love it. So you know.
Do you think it used to be like adopting a dog was it's almost how do I phrase this? Adoption now, even like when I was a kid going to the pound, my first dog Rusty was almost an albino Irish setter. He had like orange in his paws, but he had a lot of white on him too.
Wow.
And we went and got him at the pound, but that was the exception, not the rule.
Mm-hmm.
It's changed now, hasn't it? It's
Right,
become
it's-
more accepted.
It's very, very cool to get a rescue dog now. And I think everybody is very conscious of who they're adopting or where they're getting a dog from. And everybody is coming to a rescue now. And what I love is that we do adoption events at Premier Pet Supply. So you're kind of getting everything at once. You're getting your dog, but you're also getting the knowledge of what kind of dog food should you be feeding your dog, what toys, what are you going to need to keep their brain busy. So that's why when Mike and I team up for adoptions, it's so great.
I know you, Aaron. It's like with your Chihuahuas,
Oh, yeah, they're both rescues.
Tito and Tequila.
Yeah.
I love that.
How they doing?
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so I ended up getting Tequila from Chehaven of Michigan.
They're great.
They are amazing, and she came from Texas, and she had a really awful life.
Aww.
I already have Tito, who is the toothless wonder, because Chihuahuas, if you're familiar with the breed, they have a lot of gum and teeth
Yes.
problems.
Sure.
Yep.
So Tito had to have most of his teeth pulled because of a gum disease. So he's only got like 5 teeth. Well, the new one only has like 2 teeth. So both of their little tongues hang out, which can be a problem if you're trying to care for them because their food intake is limited. They can't necessarily eat hard food because how are they going to chew it? So it's one of those things where, if you love to rescue, you got to be able to take care of whatever you get, though, because each rescue has its own set of problems. Well, now I'm finding out that Tequila's got little separation anxiety issues because of her situation. But it works out because she likes to go places, and so does the other one. So I had to get a double carrying bag now,
I love it.
so I can take them both with me, and then I have one that likes to wear clothes and the other one doesn't. So it's
Sounds like my kids. But
yeah.
Okay.
No, they are your
Exactly,
kids.
yeah.
But it's amazing, and it's in just like with this little guy here, you can tell he is so grateful, little Oscar, that he has people who care about, and you can tell that he knows he's been saved.
Yeah, and you say like each of them come with their own set of issues, but the love that you get back and the respect that you get back, they know what they've been through. And, it's so fulfilling.
What did I tell you earlier?
What's that?
That I love coming home from work every day now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because they greet me, and
That unconditional love.
it is. It's like, hello, Mama. We're so glad you're home.
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Come
cat,
love us.
My cat, if he had a middle finger, would flip me off when I come home.
I think most cats would.
Good to see you, Barry. He's like, yeah, cool, whatever. Can you turn the TV on, please?
Yeah, where's the food?
Yeah, where's
Pet
the
is
food?
a cat. Yeah. I like cats too. We do dogs, but I get my cat fix at Premier. They have a cat at the Livonia store. He's like the coolest cat. And
Fonzie.
he hangs out with the adoption
Fonzie
dogs.
Casciarelli.
Nice.
Yeah. He's
Seriously?
got his own Instagram and everything.
Okay,
Yeah.
my cat story was I had a cat that was born the same day I was. My mom got
awesome.
its name was Johnny. And when I was a little kid, I was like 3 or 4 taking a bath. The cat would jump in the bathtub and sit at the end because my mom was always convinced that cat thought that I was his. It was reversed. And the cat would sit in the bathtub and watch me
Wow.
just to make sure I was okay. It's the damnedest thing.
That's awesome.
Born on the same day and passed away on my 16th birthday.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Yes,
That's
16
a
years
long
to the day.
life,
To
though.
Yeah.
the day.
That's not a very sweet 16, though.
No, yeah, well, it's not like we really got into that one, but man, for 16 years, but you guys 27 years now?
27, yeah. My uncle opened the store originally. The Beverly Hills location was our first in 92. I started working at a high school in 94 and haven't looked back, and things have been great. We've really evolved in the past few years, expanded our reach, now with 6 going on 9 locations. So we've got Rochester Hills, Novi, Livonia, West Bloomfield, Beverly Hills, Canton, and now we've just announced a downtown Detroit location.
Congratulations.
One coming in Troy and also one in Northville. And those will all happen sometime in the fall.
That's what I was going to ask you about the Detroit location, because we all know there, we always talk about the Renaissance in Detroit and the resurgence, but think about it. There is not anywhere you can go to get pet supplies and stuff in the city, really.
There's not, I'll say there's a couple boutiques down there that do a good job, but we're going to, make the claim we'll be the first full-line pet supply store in downtown Detroit, right in the heart of the city. The hope is that we provide the amenities that people would normally find in the suburbs and not have to leave, Detroit. And we're going to work really hard at doing that. And we're so excited. We really are.
Well, Christina, like I was thinking about this with Premier, when you go in there and you're getting this the right food for your pet, for a dog. Like for Oscar, for example, to have something to eat on a regular basis is something that obviously he didn't have when he was on the street, A.
Right.
But when you're feeding him the right things, what's it like? I mean, is it like it's more than just a physical thing for them, isn't it?
It is. Just like people, each dog can need a different diet. So a dog like Oscar, his breed is typical to skin issues, so we're going to get him something that's going to help his skin. You mentioned Chihuahuas. They have dental issues. Mike can recommend something for their dent. So each breed, you have working dogs, you have lazy dogs. They need a little bit something different as far as the way their body, what they're composed of, but also their mechanics. You got to think of joints and everything else that Mike loves to talk to me about. And, I'll bring a dog in there and his guys are like, hey, have you tried this, this, and this? And it's just phenomenal what a healthy diet that's tailored to your dog can do. And Mike has all of those selections over at Premier Pet Supply. And not just that, we talk about mental health for dogs as well, the toys and everything that he has, the education that they're giving you in the store. That's what I'm excited that he's going to bring to Detroit with the Detroit store as well.
So, do you have someone who's a toy tester? Is that like a job? Is that a thing?
Mike.
I mean, Mike's the one. Mike's
I'm in there tearing them up.
Mike, get off the floor. We got customers.
Right.
I'm tempted to bite the microphone right now.
It's not squeaky enough. This is a no-go.
Right.
And we talk a lot about dogs, but cats too have specific issues.
They're jerks.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I'm kidding.
beside that, like we were talking about Bear and his fur issues, but we also had a discussion about overweight cats too. That can be a big problem.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
22 pounds.
Yeah, it's one of those things that a lot of people don't recognize is that cats just don't have the ability to break down plant proteins, and all the conventional foods out there, right,
Okay.
have a lot of cereals in them, wheats and corns and things that cats are obligate carnivores. So high protein, low carb diet is ideal for them, and most people don't recognize that. So easily switching things up can reduce a lot of the weight issues that cats have. The obesity in cats is it's actually like almost at epidemic levels, within the United States. So again, with educating people and having them recognize the proper ways to feed make a big difference.
Well, I got a good idea. Catkins. It's a low carb, high protein diet just for cats.
There you go. You can launch
Good
the
one.
line
Like that
at
one?
Premier,
I'll
and
pitch
There
that
you
on
go.
Shark Tank
you
too.
know,
Okay.
and
Like it.
each thing will be worth points, and you
Catkins,
can
yeah.
keep track of your cats.
I
to the
love it.
point.
I love it.
You always come up with the best.
Turn her up.
This little dude over here, I'm watching him. He's so sweet. He was just chilling on the couch. Our little rescue dog in here
Oscar.
today for Oscar.
How
He's
long?
loving
How long
life.
has Detroit Dog Rescue had, Oscar?
So normally when we rescue a dog, I don't take them anywhere for 2 weeks. It's a 2-week decompression period no matter what. We've rescued Oscar a little less than a week ago, and he is just like ready to go.
He
We
is the
took him
coolest
here.
dog.
And this
He
is like
really
what's so
is.
funny about Detroit Dog Rescue is our dogs come from Detroit. So a week ago, this guy was like on the street dying, really sickly, and now he's at a radio station just being a rock star on the couch.
Can I
So-
ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
I've seen, and we're friends on Facebook, and I
Yeah.
see some of the pictures and some of the stuff you deal with these animals.
Oh, good God.
How do you step away from it? Emotionally, there's got to be days where you're like, you want to put your fist through a wall.
Yeah, I get that question a lot, and I see things that make me angry. I see things that make me sad, but it's almost I compare it to, when a trauma surgeon has got to go in and fix a kid who's broke his leg. That's really sad. You have to get in there. You got to turn it off. You got to do what you do, and or else that dog's not going to make it.
And then how many years now for DDR?
We're going on 9.
Are you kidding me?
I know time flies when you're having fun.
That's awesome.
And like we were talking about James Regato and all the people, the support you get not only from here in Detroit but around the country, and the awareness nationally of the Motor City. We have the drinking game now. Every time the New York Times writes a story about Detroit's rebirth, you take a shot, you'll be hammered like in 20 minutes.
Right.
But seriously though, all this is raising awareness, like what you guys do at DDR and what you're doing too. Think about it. I mean, you're downtown. You're opening a store in Detroit. 5 years ago, people would have laughed at you, Mike. They would have, you're crazy. Why are you opening a store in downtown Detroit? It's like, now it's like, cool. It's about time.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be there.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing what he's doing.
It's really for me, that whole thing is this, just over 50 years ago, my grandfather had a store in Detroit. It was burned during the riots, and it broke his heart, and he never rebuilt and couldn't afford to. And is emotionally for me, it's such a great thing for me to be able to be part of this resurgence, and and have a business I'll be putting downtown. It's so great what's going on down there. It really is.
I love what you guys are doing. I know, Aaron, again, the Customer Appreciation Weekend. I don't think this isn't like a sales bit. This is you genuinely saying thank you to all the people that have put you where you are.
It truly is, and it's at the epitome. When we started doing the Customer Appreciation Day, 12 years ago, it's now become a weekend. That's all it was I wanted to throw a party and and offer people just our show of thanks, and we do throw a big party, and it's a lot of fun outside all the stores now. And it's really evolved into something that people have literally mark on their calendar and look forward to each year.
It's a barking lot party. Woo!
You bringing the pups with you?
You know what? We'll see. I have to kind of figure it out. That's
So I hope most people will.
I want them to have temporary tattoos and face painting.
You gonna get your dogs inked?
Yeah.
Okay. Your dogs can't have a tattoo before I get one, okay? Come on,
Tito
you're
is
gonna-
thug life. He's thug.
It's a whole Mount Clemens thing, yeah.
Right.
He's going to be the only dog doing East Side signs out there.
Probably with his gold chains and stuff. He's got his little jacket and everything. I have to ask, like, is with the Detroit store, have you thought about putting like pet care workshops and ways to care for your pet? That's one of the things I noticed just dealing with a lot of the rescues, the lack of education on how to care for them. Like I know you've run into this, Christina. You're driving around, you see a dog chained up outside. It's 92 degrees. They don't have proper shelter from the sun or things to that extent.
Sure. I think that is something that we absolutely want to put into the mix because we offer pet wellness nights that we've done at our Beverly Hills location from time to time. We've got certified pet nutritionists on staff that can help with a lot of questions and issues that people may be having with their pets. But just general care is an absolute must. And you know, what we do kind of at the ground floor levels, I get into the schools and I talk to the kids because, you know, as much as we love Detroit Dog Rescue and what we do, and I think Christina would back me on this, we don't want to see so many dogs, you know, through rescue and neglected and unfortunately, abused and just, left to fend for themselves. So we try to educate, at a young age and teaching compassion and care and responsibility and send that message out. I do as much as I can in the media as well, but it takes a village, right? So, I mean, we're all trying to do our share, and Christina Detroit Dog Rescue is like the epitome of that.
I never thought about that, Christina. Your goal ultimately is to not have a
It's
job.
to not have a job.
Right.
I don't want to do this. I mean, I want to do it, but I don't want to do this forever. And that's why you'll see I only partner with very few people, like, and call them partners. And Mike has been a partner for, the 9 years that we've been doing this. And it's because his commitment to education. He does do the wellness nights. He is in schools. I get asked all the time, can you come to our school? I can only do so many. So to know that there are advocates out there like Mike and all of his partners who are really trying to fix this problem at the ground level, it's just amazing. And that's why we love partnering with them.
It's awesome.
Thank
So PremierPetSupply.com, obviously for you guys, Mike.
Yes, sir.
We have WCSX.com. What's the time you're going to be there on Sunday
I
night?
will be there from 2 until 4 at the Beverly Hills location. As we've been talking about, it's a barking lot party. There's going to be petting zoos, photo booths, all kinds of fun, food and drinks, a magician. So it is a
Free
family
beer.
event.
I buy kegs at the Growler next door, so free beer on me.
And the discount, like, you can't, I'm telling you, as a
Hey.
pet
20%
person,
off everything.
You can't beat that.
Everything, no limits, no
Come on.
exclusions.
You can't. Seriously?
Yeah, I lose my butt this weekend. I
I'm
get a
Crazy
little,
Mike,
I get a
and my
little help
prices are
for that.
insane.
Right, I'm
Okay.
slashing prices. Like the samurai sword across the
I'm
back
crazy
of the dog
Mike
food.
Palmer from Premier Pet Supply.
Now, people have been watching on our hi everybody on Facebook Live as well. For Oscar, the best way
Yes.
to, if they want to find out about adopting Oscar or get involved in anything with DDR,
Yeah, DetroitDogRescue.com. All of our contact information is there. Fill out an adoption survey. Put Oscar down as your dog. He's ready to be in a home, and he's a fun guy.
We need to hold his little face up by, like, right by. People have to see his little
Yeah.
underbite.
you want to bring him right here?
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
Come on.
His
Oscar.
underbite is going to get him adopted
He's
because
so
he's
cool.
got
He-
that
yeah.
that
He's got-
look about him.
And he is shaved down. He is a long-haired dog, but when we found him, he was all matted and just looked
Yeah.
like a little mop. So he'll grow his fur back, but that face.
Look at
is,
that
uh,
face.
It's
Put
priceless.
him right up there. Can we see him, Ryan, or is it good? Or want to come over? Come on over here. There we go. Come here. Yeah, come on. Come here. Come here. Hi. Hi, let me see him.
Oh,
Come
he's
here,
so
Ryan.
sweet.
Right
Say
there, buddy.
hi.
Yeah, is that good, Ryan? Perfect. This is
And
Oscar.
he is a
This is
Detroit
Oscar.
dog.
He is so sweet.
Look at you, pup. You're looking right at the camera, too.
He likes
I like
tummy
it.
rubs.
He
You
does.
like tummy rubs? Come here.
He likes chicken.
Oh.
He likes grilled cheese.
You my buddy?
We found out a lot while he hung out with us
You
in the
my buddy?
office.
Grilled cheese.
Grilled
It's
cheese.
just
is his
amazing,
thing.
that temperament. I mean, he was just out loose in the
Yeah.
streets just
Aw.
not a week ago.
Yep, and the heat was so bad that day, and he had that extra 5 pounds, which for him is a lot. He was going to die if we didn't get him. So thank goodness we got that tip. And it's amazing to see these dogs. 1 minute they're on, they're not doing so well, and now he's at a radio station with,
Such a
Mike
lover.
Palmer.
Yeah, go ahead and say
He's
on the
so
microphone.
sweet.
Bark Seeker next. Okay, you got it,
Bark
Oscar?
Seeger?
Bark
Is it-
Seeker.
Bark Seeger?
Wait, classic
I like
rocks,
that.
classic rock songs.
Oh, yeah.
That
oh, yeah.
would be dogs and cats. Like,
There
Oh,
we
I've
go.
always thought
Can you
Bark Seeker would be a
please
good
make
name
a
for-
list for me? We
Let's
will
start
use
that.
all of those names.
Oh, done. Okay. Alice
Love
Pooper. Yeah,
I like that
Perfect.
one.
done. Yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
Is 3 Dog Night a gimme?
Whoa,
No, that's okay.
good.
Low hanging fruit. Nothing wrong with that. All
For a
right, you
litter of
ready? All
puppies?
right, I'm going to go back on the microphone there. Oscar, you're awesome.
I
You
like
are.
Alice Pooper.
Alice Pooper's a good one, too.
We will use that today. Next 2 dogs that we find today.
Ziggy Stardust
Love it.
in honor of Bowie.
Golden earring
Yeah, of
retriever. All right. We're going to wrap this up. Mike and Christina, you guys are awesome. Keep doing what you're doing. I mean, seriously, I know what you guys do at Premiere is amazing. And I know Aaron is so excited to be out there. And then you guys with DDR, it's awesome, man.
Thank you.
It's awesome.
Mary wants to know if Oscar likes treats.
Yes, absolutely. Treats of all kinds.
I like treats too, Mary.
Well, you already bought the beer for this weekend. You're good, right?
We are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we like chocolate cupcakes with buttercream frosting. In case you're wondering,
All right. Thank
our
you so much.
address is
One Radio Plaza Street, Ferndale, Michigan, 48220. Stop on by. All right, but say hi to everybody and say goodbye to everyone. Thanks so
Thank
much
you.
for watching, you guys. Thanks so much for
Thank you.
coming in.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.